Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lois Efwa Ochirewa Damte. If you're new here, you know what to do. Click on the subscribe button so you can get all the videos I post here. And if you've been here for a long time, I say thank you for sticking around. I'm very grateful. So this YouTube channel will have a lot of information in terms of career development, and you will also have a couple of my lifestyle videos. So you see a bit of some dancing. So if you're anytime you're stressed or you're bored, you can just click on it and have a good laugh. I know a couple of you have been following the scholarship sessions I hold on Instagram, and I hope that it's been helpful. Well, great. If you haven't followed the session, I've just posted a video that has a series of people, international students that are on different types of scholarships all over the world. So it will be worth looking at that scheme to be able to know different scholarships that you can be on. One of the easiest way to find a scholarship is just by Google searching. So with Google search, if you want to find fully funded scholarships in maybe your particular kind of course, so maybe you do international development, so you can say fully funded scholarships in international development, and it will pull out all the strings for you. You can also search for fully funded scholarships in international development in the United Kingdom. So that's if you want to study just in the United Kingdom. And that's one of the easiest way you can go about it. But there are some portals, there are some websites that can help you narrow down your search. Okay, so I've listed 9 useful websites that I personally use whenever I want to go on conferences or internships or whatever. And normally what I do is to sign up to their newsletters. So sometimes they bring us information maybe on Mondays or on Fridays. Okay, so I'm always there to click on Monday to find out what scholarship is new. So I'm going to be introducing all the websites you hear on this channel, so stay tuned. So the first scholarship website portal I'd like to highlight on is Opportunities for You. Let me show you a typical example of how it works. Okay, so what I said about the opportunities for youth, this is what it looks like. So you have all the opportunities here. So typical example, you want to look at their conferences, competitions and awards, internship, model UN, high school students, scholarships and fellowship, academic job opportunities, wide range of them. So you can look at internships, typical example. Then you can say, okay, so these are the all regions. So we have all the countries here, if not all, most of them. So let's take it as if I'm looking for internships in the UK. So there, then you go like search. Okay. So with the search, yeah, now it's searching for it. So you realize that it pulls up all the internships that are available. So, and the specific kind of date left. So this one has 1 month, 7 days left. This one is end. So you realize that a couple of them end along the way. So with that, you can look up for either fully funded, or you can look at the deadline. So you can look at ongoing. So you can pull up the ongoing internships in that field. You can also do that for the, what do we call it, scholarships as well, and also search. Then it pulls them up for you and shows you what is available. Yeah, so I mean, it's great. You have fully funded scholarships at Queen's Mary, Swansea. Then you can start your application from there. And I see a couple of them, many of them there as well. So this is what other opportunities for youth has got to offer. So the number 2 website portal is DevWise. So that's the name written down there. So with that scholarship, you can search by keywords. So typical example, if you want scholarship in international development, you can just type international development. Okay, so this is how the DevWise platform looks like. So there are scholarships here. You can do certificates, masters, the doctoral, I mean. There are award schemes also present here. There are fellowships, events that are coming up, as in summer school, conferences, trainings. There are grants, research grants. You can search by keyword. So let's take it as if keywords, let me say international um, development. I don't know why I like international development like that. I'm actually a materials engineer, and I always search for international development. So this is it. So it's telling us of a research fellowship in international development research. There's a master's scholarship here in the UK as well. There are also some master's scholarship in the US, Catholic Relief scholarships. I mean, amazing. And one interesting thing is that you can further narrow down your search to women if you're a woman, to youth. You can also look at if it's fully funded. You can have a click on that fully funded. Also, I mean, the frequency of study and all of that. It's it helps. It's greatly it helps, and I've used it over the year, and you can see that there we found 646 available opportunities. I guess if we go strictly fully funded as well, it will come up with more. So you see, you can use this portal, and I've seen a couple of scholarships I want to look out for here that I'll be applying for as well. But I've used it over the past, and it's really, really helped me for some conferences I attended in Ireland that were fully funded. So with fully funded, you see that you have 235 available opportunities just for you. So, and it's just amazing. The third website I want to highlight on is the scholarship portal. Scholarship portal. So with that, I saw that you can access a couple of postgraduates fully funded scholarships, which includes masters and your PhD. And what you can do with this particular website portal is that you can search by continent. So you can search by Africa, you can search by Asia, and also you have another button to be able to search by countries. Okay, so this is the scholarship portal, just as I was saying. So with this, you see, we are building a scholarship planner. So you can actually sign up for a newsletter and put in your details if you want. Then you can look at the scholarships based on the continents, as I said, so Africa, Asia. The fourth scholarship I want to highlight on is scholarship365.info. Scholarship365.info. So what I realized was that what could you find? You could find some free online courses. So if you want to partake in a certain course that you would want to have a certification in it or have an idea about it, you can have a free online course there. There are also some master's and PhD scholarships present on there. And also one of the interesting things I found out was a template. So you can have a template for an email acceptance. So also a template for recommendation. So just for you to have a vast idea. So there was one application I was doing that the supervisor needed me to write a template for a recommendation so that he adds on because he was quite busy. So I used this portal to actually have like an idea of what he meant and what to go by, which he modified. So I found this website really, really, really helpful. And I hope you do too. This is how the Scholarship 365 looks like. It says scholarships for masters, PhD, and bachelors. So with all those who have been asking me for undergraduate studies, like scholarships for it, you have it all here. And as I said, there are free online courses you can also take that are currently running. And even Huawei is organizing some. There are summer schools. There are international conferences that are up. I remember I've applied for ALPAC scholarship before for this conference, and I've got a friend as well who has been a recipient of this scholarship as well. They are volunteering quite a number. I mean, interesting, and the portal is very, very organized as well. So I said that you can have a sample for the acceptance letter here and recommendation letter template and whatever. So be curious and look through whichever fits what you want, then you can go for it. The fifth portal that we are looking at is Scholarship Hub. So with the Scholarship Hub, what it does is that it gives you comprehensive database of funding in the UK and in EU. EU is the European Union. Okay, so you can have, there are undergraduates, there are postgraduates, which is the masters and the PhD. And so this is how the Scholarship Hub also looks like. Great platform. I like the combination of purple because it's my favorite color. And as I said, it's got scholarships, a guide to UK scholarships, and some master scholarships you can apply for. And interestingly, it's got a student loan. So you can understand how student loans work in the universities. And normally, sometimes you can write to the graduate admissions to ask for a student loan if they've not gotten any scholarships. As I said, it's got a database for UK, EU undergraduate studies, postgraduate. So yeah, it's worth, I mean, navigating through this site so you can find scholars for dev. So you can see that down there. With this portal as well, all of them are sort of limiting your search as much as possible so that your work doesn't become too hard, because it's already a very difficult process. So it's very good if you have a portal that can, give you just go there, you can get what you want exactly. So I'm just mentioning them so that you can explore them and explore them to the maximum effect. So I'll just give you just a recap of what it's about. So for the scholars for dev, it looks at masters, it's got master's scholarships, PhD, undergraduate scholarships, fully funded. And also it has some portal as well, specifically for Canada, if you want to study in Canada. And it also has got a portal that looks at people who want to study for international development studies. So this is also how Scholars for Dev looks like. So you can see that it was last updated on the what do you call it, 18th of March. I think, yeah, they're quite recent ones. So um take a look at the upcoming scholarships and the courses with their deadlines in June and July. So there are some of them that are ending in July. You see that? That's first July. So guys, take advantage of it if it falls within your range and you really want to do that. I can see some DART scholarships here. These are Germany scholarships where you can study. The deadline is 31st. So if you want to take a course in public policy and good governance, is as well good for you. One of the things I also advise is that you make a list of all the deadlines so that you can have all your documentations ready before the deadline so you can apply as well. So this is how Scholars for Dev looks like, and I hope it's helpful. The opportunity desk. I follow their social media handles, and I think almost all of them also have got social media handles. So it's much easier because they post it all the time. So it's also very good to follow them. So for Opportunity Desk, I follow their social media handles, and they work the same way as Opportunity for Youth, but also have a lot more scholarships available. So for Opportunity Desk, they've got scholarships, fellowships, internships, conferences, like amazing conferences you can go for, amazing masters and PhD scholarships. And sometimes don't get too worried as well if you don't get master scholarships right away and you've seen a conference that you're interested in. I bet you need to apply for that, because you could meet someone at a conference who is a professor and is ready to, I mean, you can network and you can engage people in what you want to do, and you get more opportunities from there. So if it's fully funded and is in your field or even an equivalent field, I urge you all to apply for it. This is the opportunity desk I was talking about. Um, it works like the opportunities for youth and the ones I've mentioned earlier on. So it's just another one you can also have a look. So there are undergraduate courses, short courses, online courses, masters, PhD, postdoctoral, study abroad. There are trainings, there are competitions and awards you can partake in. There are grants, fellowships, jobs, and you can subscribe to their newsletter. So I've subscribed to their newsletter, so I get them every Mondays, I guess. Also, during this COVID times, they have brought about some free webinars. So you can join in their webinars anytime you want to, how to learn your job interview. I joined in them. Sometimes I don't need them, but I just learn one or two things because it's happening now and you take advantage of them. So just like any other, there are so many scholarships here. You can navigate through and search for them and apply. There are some that are ending in a month, they're ending in 6 days. You can go for them and apply for them and go for them. I mean, just as I was saying, they are all almost the same, but they all have different other scholarships that you can go for. So be curious and find out what exactly you want. The last website portal, which is one of my favorites, and I'm almost always on it, so it's almost always open on my laptop, is Opportunities for Africans. So some of these scholarships gives opportunities for a wide range of people from all over the world, but this scholarship is specifically stating that is for Africans. So I go there whenever I want to be involved in. So currently I like science communications. So I like to be involved in projects with science of communications as well. So I'm looking out for scholarships at that point for science communication. Is really helpful. So also if you want to see scholarships that are, they are duly stating outright that for Africans. So it's very good to visit this website. And you would never ever regret it. It's amazing. They upload it all the time and it's great. So this is the Opportunities for Africans. So just as I said before, it's basically opportunities that are just for Africans, and it has been narrowed down for us. So you can have your undergraduate, your master's, your postgraduate, PhD scholarships core on here for Africans. So most of the things that you see here are for Africans. And so you can apply. I can see that the Commonwealth PhD scholarships are opened. Commonwealth Master scholarships are open. The Obama Foundation in Colombia. See, I personally follow these ones. As I said, they are social media. So every Mondays, they come on board and update. And so I always have behind the back of my head the kind of scholarships that are open, and you can have graduate internships, conferences, fully funded programs, um, what have you, whatever you can think of and you can do to help yourself, it's available on here for you Africans. I hope this information was helpful and is going to serve as a good guide to your scholarships search, and all the best. Don't give up. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth the time. So share to your friends, leave a comment on whatever session you want to see me do. And also if you're a bit confused about anything as well, you can slide into my DMs of all my social media handles written down there, and do as well to follow me on important and innovative sessions which has to do with your career development. And I tell you, be intentional about it. Thank you.